Hey everyone, welcome to another top 10 list. This week's top 10 list came about because I realized I completed a set. Actually, I realized I was one note shy of having the complete set, so I went out and bought that note, waited for it to come in, and well, now my set is complete, so now we can go through it. And I know it's a top 10 list, however, this week is either going to be a top 14 list or a top 7 list because there are 7 different ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 7. So, however you want to look at it, as a top 14 or a top 7, I'm going to count them down from 7, but you're going to get 14 notes. All right, what am I talking about? These are my top 7/14 Canadian Devil's Head notes. I completed my set, or at least as far as I intend to, because there are two that are just monsters that I'm not going to be buying the 500 or the 1,000. So, as far as modern notes go, I've got everything that you're going to find in circulation. All right, let's get started. Number 7, we'll do it this way. Number 7, here is the $1. Well, I guess I should have backed up a little bit. The Devil's Head notes are the 1954 series. And when they originally did the 54 series, it was the first edition to feature Queen Elizabeth. Okay. And here, we'll start with this one here. So you can see 1954 here on the bottom. There is the image of Queen Elizabeth. And serial numbers, of course. In Canada, everything is written twice. So you have Canada, you have $1 in English, and you have $1 in French. It's on, right? Yeah. And then one and on here. On de toi, can't sing. Yes. Okay. And of course, you have the image on the back. Now, this particular one came from Emmanuel's workbench. I got this from him. And these are just such cool notes. I mean, both of these, I'm pretty sure I got both of them from him. So thank you, Emmanuel, for finding these for me. Anyway, as we dive into these a little bit closer, you're going to notice that on the $1 bill, this is, like I said, the very first issue of this particular note, the engraver engraved exactly what he saw. There was a colored painting, a colored portrait, and he had to, of course, take the colored portrait and convert it to black and white, so highlights became white, darkness became black, and that is exactly what he saw. There was no ill intent or anything at all. But that doesn't change the fact that it's still there. Let me grab my pen and show you what I'm talking about. If you look right here, this is a nose. The mouth is underneath. Eye, and the horns. It's the face of the devil that appeared in Queen Elizabeth's hair. And everybody freaked out, said, oh, we can't have the devil in the Queen's hair. So they redid the plates and modified them so that you could no longer see the image of the devil. So that is the story behind the Devil's Head or Devil's Face notes. And these are the ones that are highly, highly desirable. I don't know the printing, or I don't know the print runs on them, but anytime you see a 1954, you're looking for that Devil's Head. All right, so these are the $1 notes from that particular series. That's number 7. Number 6, bumping it up a notch to the $2. Once again, the $2. This one is an excellent shape. Great shape on this particular note. Nice color on the note. Taking a look at the back. Yeah, this one, most certainly crisp uncirculated. Cool scene on the back like that. And the bright colors. That's just so impressive. Once again, you're talking the 1954 series. The Devil's Head image can clearly be seen in her hair. The way that I look just for the nose, and then from there the rest of it falls into place. And then, of course, we have the $2 modified version. Once again, also spectacular shape. And I wonder if you can even see the circles in these. There was black, or not black, there were circles. I think I saw one or two of them on here that were, right here's one. Anti-counterfeiting measures, these little marks that are on the note to tell you that it's genuine. Don't know if there was any on here or not, but this one is really good shape, really good condition. Once again, look at the back. You can see there's 2 of the marks right there. So they're just scattered amongst the notes somewhere on there. You can see on top, here's another one there. So that one is number 6, the $2. Number 5, going up a notch. Here is the 5. This one is the modified version. And of course, you guys know that because, see, no nose, so nothing to find. 54 $5 note. The bright blue on this is just pretty killer. And then you get this, you get the nature scene on the back, the stream going through the pine forest. Cool design, very cool design element. And once again, modified. And we look here and we see the original with the devil's head face on there. And once again, also just crisp uncirculated condition. Eventually, you want to upgrade all your notes to the crisp uncirculated. I mean, that's just what happens. You will always you get one, and then you will always find one that's in better shape. That's just what happens. And these are easy enough to resell, so you've got that. It's interesting how the two notes have slightly different shades. This is very dark blue compared to this is more of a lighter blue. Just double checking everything. 54 and 54. Huh. Makes me want to check to see if there are more notes like that, if that's just the way they all were, or if this is an oddity. Anyway, that's the $5. Next up, I'm not going to count them down because I'm going to lose track with only 7. Here is the 10. And if we put them side by side, I'll show the entire note first. This one is crisp uncirculated. This one has a little bit of circulation to it. And I'll let you guys figure out which is which. So there's no spoilers. You can take a look. Can you see the difference? All right, so we'll start with this one. This one, crisp uncirculated, cool purple color on there, that's for sure. And taking a look at the back. Once again, awesome scenes on the back. And this particular one, as you can see, I don't see a nose. So this was the modified versus this one here where you can see that nose stick out right away. So that one is the devil's head. This one, like I said, is circulated, still in decent condition. And you guys have heard me say it before. Always look at the back of the note because for some reason, see, you can see this clear as day right here. On the back of the note, you can always see stuff. You can always see where the damage is. On the front, it doesn't show. I mean, that's true for U.S. notes, and it's true for Canadian notes. When you look at the face of a note, you're looking at all the design elements. But when you look at the back, for some reason, that's when all the damage stands out. So always check the back of your notes. All right, so that's the 10. Moving up. Here is the 20, and if I put these side by side, you can see which is which. And I will start with this one. Now, this one, as I look over here, make sure I did that right. Yeah, okay. I will start with this one. Okay, this one here is circulated, and it looks like you can see a light fold here. The corners are rounded a little bit. Definitely has a little bit of circulation. The olive green, something like that. Ding on the corner. Looking at the back of the note, once again, on the back, you can certainly see all the folds. But still, $20 Canadian note, pretty cool. If we check, that one's the modified, and this particular one would be the devil's face. The nose sticks out right away. This one's probably in better condition overall. It's a little bit brighter, even though there is a little bit of scuffing on the top there. Look at the back of the note, just to see if there's, yeah, you can see the crease here. You can see a crease here. They're about the same. They're about the same condition. So that is the $20 Devil's Head and the $20 regular. Once again, always cool to see them side by side, especially when you're comparing that picture. So that's the 20. Next up would be the 50. Now, this was the note. This was the note that I did not have. This was my most recent pickup. This is the note that filled it because it's just the regular modified $50 Canadian note from 1954. Cool orange color on here, bright orange on the back. Kind of reminiscent of the goldfish orange used on the gold certificates, the large size gold certificates. So if you can't afford a large size gold certificate, well, this is much more affordable, that's for sure. And that way you've got a note with that color. So the $50 modified and the $50 Devil's Head. And once again, you can see that side by side, you know exactly what to look for. Looking at the Devil's Head, it's got a little bit of inking over here. A little bit of inking over here. So yes, circulated note, but it is a $50 bill. It does have a light crease here, light crease here. And if we look at the back, you can clearly see the note had been folded both ways. That's fine, because like I said, the one that's hard to find is the devil's head. It's okay if it isn't in perfect condition because you have it. Remember that. Don't sit around waiting for a note in perfect condition. You may never find it. Get one. You can always improve it. And finally, this week, the 100. I mean, it's just cool to see such a. Is error the right? I don't even know if error is the proper word, but on a large denomination like a $100 bill. If we start off with the modified, this one is in decent shape. I don't want to call it crisp uncirculated, but it's probably. I don't see any major creases. I can see dirt here on the bottom like that. Once again, looking at the back, it's so much easier to see if there's any damage on the back. This one's pretty good because you can still see the dots, the security features on them. Looking at this one here, there's some more dots there, another one there. So overall, this one's pretty good. I mean, probably a 40, 45, maybe a 50. And in comparison, here is the devil's head. This one has seen a little bit of circulation. It's cut, slightly miscut, a little bit thin on the bottom there. Not an error. I'm not going to tell you that's an error. It is not. Probably just negatively affects the grade. And there's the back, another cool scene. See, the back of this whole series, just a bunch of really cool scenes like that. So 1954, once again, $100. And when we look, the devil's head just pops once you know what to look for. So looking at them side by side once again, you can see the difference. So that's it. There is a 500, there is 1,000, but I mean, I'm not going to be paying thousands of dollars for Canadian currency while there are still American notes worth thousands of dollars that I don't have. So realistically, this is it. This is pretty much as far as me, an American, is going to get into putting together this series. I'm not trying to say anything bad about the 500 or the 1,000. It's just that, like I said, my main focus is American currency. These are in the realm of fun possibilities for me to get, so I was able to complete this much of it. Yeah, who knows? Maybe further on down the line, I'll inherit $1 million and I'll be able to buy the 500 or the 1,000. But as far as I'm concerned, I am content with this set being full. All right, if you learned anything new, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. Love reading all your comments. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.